Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Generation Millennium. I'm your visually impaired host, Jeff Romanus, and I believe this is part 7 of my Pokemon Violet playthrough. When we last left off, I had finally located all 4 of the research stations down here in Area 0, which just leaves me having to find the Zero Lab, which I should be like almost directly right in front of. Or at least in the vicinity of. It's like in this room somewhere. Like I spent pretty much like all of yesterday after to finish my recording, just like running around this basement area, just trying to locate the location of the lab, and should be in here somewhere. Be a lot faster if I could just hop on my right Pokemon, but as you may recall, our right Pokemon is apparently too scared to come out of his Pokeball right now, so we can't raid him. And somebody who may be looking at the screen right now may be screaming at me, he's like, the lab is right there! And my response to that would be like, yeah, for some reason my eyesight's in dock mode is worse than it is in handheld mode, which sounds ridiculous, but apparently it's true. I don't know why. Maybe my computer screen quality is horrendous or something. Maybe my computer screen is not as bright as my OLED screen is when it's in handheld mode. Could be a combination of those. But I could have sworn that the research station should have been like in this vicinity. I mean, I could have sworn I was facing it when I saved and turned off the game so I could start the episode off directly in front of it, but I think the game actually reorients your character when you save and reset, so you're technically not really facing the same direction as you were when you saved, which is kind of stupid. But anyways, guys, just give me a moment here to recalibrate myself and ignore the office phones in the background. I still apologize for that, but if things go well, I should hopefully be out of this environment in maybe 3 more weeks or so. Unless you guys know of a quick weight loss plan I can somehow adopt. I guess you should make that the common question. Although by the time this episode comes out, it's already a week's already gonna have passed by, so I'm not sure how helpful your advice is going to end up becoming. And my Pokemon just returned to its Pokeball. And well, I could have sworn I'll save right in front of the place, but apparently not. So I guess I'll already be going through my first cut of the episode. So BRB, y'all. Okay, we are back. Sorry I had to go through a cut so soon, but I thought I saved directly in front of the place, but apparently not, so I had to run around that area for a bit. Luckily, it only took maybe like, a couple of minutes. Not too many. Oh, looks like we're getting a call from the AI professor. Although, stupidly enough, like, we may have unlocked the 4 key locks for the lab, but apparently there's one more final lock right in front of the lab itself. It was like, what's the point of having 4 separate locks when you also have a lock in front of the lab itself? It's like extra precaution for what? Like, why so many security features? Who the heck in their right mind is going to come down to this godforsaken place? I mean, if it takes 4 champion level trainers to handle a mission like this, like, you think the regular person is going to come down here and do anything? Okay, I'm going to save right here because I have a tendency to get myself lost at this point because I'm attempting to find a panel that has the button I need to press. Because like I said, there's one more button I need to press to open up the door to the actual lab. Because for some stupid reason we have to gotta do that. And shoot, I think I already got myself lost. Oh, dang, that's the right Nope, that's my Pokemon I just talked to instead. I really hate in this game if you interact with any Pokemon, whether it's yours or one like in the city, like your character just stops moving. Yeah, like right there, I just interacted with my Pokemon again, I think, and I just couldn't move. It's ridiculous. And speaking of ridiculous, I think I already got myself lost. So I think it's already time for another cut so I can hit that blasted button. So be right again, y'all. Alright everyone, we are back again. I found the blasted button, so let's press the thing. And finding that button took another like 5-ish minutes or so. Mostly because I was auto-battling all the Pokemon in the vicinity because, well, you're trying to do all the story stuff and yet the Pokemon just still try to interrupt you as you try to do things. Oh hey, it's Miraidon. What are you doing out of your ball? Frankly, at this point, I think the whole path to home thing is a bunch of BS. Like, they made it seem like it's an important story thing, and yet now we're not realizing, like, that's not the case. And if you guys can hear the audio, there's an alarm now going off as we open up the door to the Zero Lab. And I believe this is the time where we're going to have to go through a wild Pokemon gauntlet because, well, before the gauntlet, is that another Paradox legendary we see? Apparently this one is more aggressive than ours. Ours is rather timid. And I could be wrong, but I think this is the first time in a game where you get to see like two of the same like box art legendaries go at it. I mean, you have seen other box art legendaries like version exclusives go at it, like for example Kyogre and Groudon battling each other in Pokemon Emerald, and then Rayquaza comes in to stop them. But those are different legendaries. I mean, like the exact same ones. So the fact that you can see like two Miraidons in Violet or two Koraidons in Scarlet, that's pretty cool and unique. Nothing like that for Kanto. Johto was the first game which you can catch both version exclusive legendaries in the same game. Let's see, Emerald lets you catch both box art legendaries from Ruby and Sapphire. Platinum lets you catch both Dialga and Palkia. But yeah, as far as I can think of, I don't think anything just lets you like see two of the same legendary back to back like this, fighting like in a cutscene or each other. So that's kind of cool. Although Sun and Moon was the first game that lets you essentially obtain two of the same legendary Pokemon, technically speaking. So like you can like, if you're in like Pokemon Sun or Ultra Sun, you can catch Solgaleo, and then if you're in Moon or Ultra Moon, you can catch Lunala. But then you then go to like the Valley 1 lake area on Ula Ula Island. You travel through that place, although you need to go through the Ultra wormhole that at the altar of the sun or moon in your game that will alter your dates and time, well, just your time wise. And then when you do that, like you have to go to like whatever's like the reverse of your current time frame, whatever. And then you can find a Cosmog, which then you can evolve into a Cosmoem. Then, depending on your version, you can evolve into another Solgaleo or Lunala, and you can trade the extra one for the opposite legendary that you need, which is pretty cool. A way to get both legendaries in a single game. This one does something similar. Like you've noticed probably through the entire playthrough, in the main menu, your right Pokemon has just been chilling in the corner, in the bottom left corner. Once we get to the post game your rare Pokemon can actually enter your party, but you can never put it into your box. And I suppose that's a bit of a spoiler. You can catch a second one of your legendary in the post game as well. I believe that was Iron Drigglers I just heard. So yeah, we're essentially just going through our Paradox Pokemon Gauntlet here. What type are you again? Dark and something. I can't read that. Is that just Dark Flying? Did I say? Does my screen say they're super effective or not? Yes, they do. Okay, use Ice Spinner here. This should be super effective. And I just noticed these guys are pretty high level, like 64. Ooh. And then announced the third Paradox we just took down. Like, I think we've been teaming up with each of our friends here for one different Paradox each. And if you're dealing with this onslaught of Paradox battles is bad enough, just wait. Because now we gotta climb up the ramp and officially enter the Zero Lab now. Hello? Wait, did I not go up the ramp? I thought I did. Let me reorient myself. I know, looks like I missed a ramp. Shoot. Which means I misaligned myself. Shoot, this is why I wish I could stream this so I could get a shout out to which direction to move my camera so I knew where to go next. And I was hoping that would be earlier my last jump cut from earlier, but I need to quickly go into handheld mode here, guys, so BRB. Alright, we're back. That didn't take too long. I just got myself in front of the ramp so I could move up said ramp. And, shoot. Yeah, there we go. Now we can officially enter the Zero Lab. Whew, excuse me. Just move along this dark corridor here and we should officially enter the lab here momentarily. I see something over there, I think. Game, am I going the right way? Hello? Oh, here we go, cutscene. So essentially the AI professor wants us to help them shut down the little time machine that they set up that's snatching up the paradoxes from the past or future, in this case the future since we're in Violet. However, they warn us that for self-preservation's sake, the AI is going to turn against us the moment we try to do that. Like, officially the AI is on our side. But because of how they were programmed, once we try to shut the time machine down, they're going to turn against us, then we're going to have to battle them, so we're going to go into a huge gauntlet of things coming up here. But if you're wondering, last episode when we saw like the whole well, not the last episode, but the before, was it like, let's see, we're on part 7 now, so like on part 5 we saw like the little like path to home thing. Yeah, unlike all the other paths that we saw like for Victory Road, Path of Legends, and Starfall, we're not going to see like a completion screen for that. The path to home thing was a complete misunderstanding to begin with, so yeah. Anyways, just gonna go over there, and then the professor's gonna take us to the like bottom level of the lab, where like the controls for the time machine are set or something. I don't get the whole thing. Like, what's the point of having this humongous big room for? Does a time machine need to be this elaborate? Then again, considering all the theories behind time travel and all that other stuff, it's theorized you need a, if you see my language, a shit ton of power to even like get a time machine to work, because all the current theories is with the current power levels we have, the best you could do is probably travel back like 5 seconds. Whereas if you want to travel like way into the past or future, you probably need enough power that would probably knock out like the entire planet's worth of electricity, and that's probably still wouldn't be enough. And we have control here. Oh, no, not yet. But anyway, there's going to be this little big circular thingamabob in the center of the room. That's where we're going to need to put the violet book we found earlier, or if you're in Scarlet, the Scarlet book, because apparently this book's encyclopedia thing also acts as a I don't know what you want to call it, a key card that acts as a way to shut down the time machine. So we just run forward here to this place here, talk to this pedestal in the center. Hello? Can I? Hello? Oh, there we go. And like I said, at the moment we try to shut the time machine down, the AI is going to turn against us, and they're actually going to battle us with quite the epic team. And if you're not prepared for this battle, oh boy, you're in it for a world of hurt. And considering we're about to encounter said battle, the AI is essentially going to battle you with a full team of Paradox Mons. So yeah, be ready for that. If you're doing this in a casual playthrough, I mean, but I have a level 100 Moxie Quaquavel. If I lose this, then I call hacks. But anyways, here you're going to hear a bunch of computer digitized sounds here if the audio is working. In all honesty, though, I'm actually somewhat grateful that I don't have any game audio going, because then I don't have to worry about copyrights and all that, because apparently game companies, they care more about copyrighting you for using their game audio rather than their footage. Which is a bit odd. You would think they would care more about the footage than they would the audio. And things are going wild now. And that AI should be just about ready to turn against us. And as ridiculous as this story can be, I mean, it is a good story overall. A bit darker than what we're used to, but there's one thing that makes up for all that. The music in this game is phenomenal. Like this battle here against the AI, yeah, I could probably listen to this for quite a bit. And the first thing off there is Iron Moth. I forget you're typing. Oh, but Aqua Step is super effective. I'll just use you first. Probably good idea to get my speed stat up anyway. And you're just like all the other characters. I take something out, you super effective. You just have to make a comment. And the reason why Quaquavel's boost is like busted here is because, I mean, just look at that. I essentially just got a free Dragon Dance up. A speed via Aqua Step and an attack up via the Moxie ability. And I'm pretty sure I heard Iron Bundle there, so just want to make sure I look at it properly. Yeah, there we go, super effective. Low sleep is usually not that powerful of a move, but because I have the Moxie boost, it makes it much better. Now I have 2 Moxie boosts. These guys should be dying very fast now. That sounds like Iron Hands, the future Pokemon for Hariyama, and very preferable to use in raids. I think what are you, like electric fighting or something? Did you just fake me out? How rude. What the? You make a comment about that? What the heck? I mean, why are you making a comment about flinching me? That's not even that important. You should be commenting about like super effectiveness and all that other stuff. I just want to check my type to get it. Yeah. Just stick with acrobatics. I have +2. And now with +3. But like I said, they're going to have a full team of paradoxes. So 3 down, 3 to go. That sounds like Iron Douglas. So just earlier, I will use Ice Spinner. With the +3 Moxie, you are so dead. Now I have +4. That sounds like Iron Thorns, in which Aqua Step is super effective. I'll just get it a speed boost. Not that I don't think I need it, but just in case, you never know, especially with the last one coming up. Because the 6th and final paradox they send out is essentially the quote-unquote hardest paradox to find. Like, they only appear in like one place in all of Area 0, and their spawn rate is very low. So there's Iron Valiant, essentially a futuristic version of a combination of both Gallade and Gardevoir. And you just saw there a special item known as Booster Energy is activated. Which, if you come across some of the Paradox Mons in Area 0, there's a low and random chance of them holding the Booster Energy, which they will automatically consume when you do encounter them with the Booster Energy. But if you catch those Paradoxes, you'll actually find that you obtained that Booster Energy for yourself. And I don't know why the professor made a comment there when I was taking out their Mon. I thought they survived somehow. But yeah, with like +5 on my attack thanks to Moxie, no way that survived a stab-powered Aqua Step. But apparently, defeating the AI in a battle still not enough to handle the rest of the story. Or at least this situation. Like, we took down the professor, but there's still the matter of that second Paradox legendary that we have to deal with, because now we have to do that. Oh hey friends, you finally caught up to us. And because the AI is apparently getting serious, if you notice the color around the room, it's changed quite a bit from how it was when we first walked in here. I guess to emulate the whole danger situation we're now in. Because the computer's survival instincts are really starting to kick into overdrive now. Which, I mean, you would think just dealing with its full team of paradoxes would be enough to take it out of commission, but nope. There's one more paradox we have to deal with, and that's the second legendary one. And there, the professor was locking the usage of Pokeballs or something. I never quite understood this cutscene, although I think there was text scrolling there, auto-scrolling, so that's why I couldn't skip anything. But yep, look at this area around us. Everything's going like all like dark red, brown, whatever. Definitely different from the earlier decor. So now Professor sends out the second legendary, but we're going to try to battle it. But our Pokeballs have been locked, so we can't do squat. At least with our Pokemon anyway. And this is where you can like press the try to battle button, and our companions will make some comments here. It's kind of funny, like Arvin will actually make a comment about like Like, how dare you prevent from using your Pokemon? You call yourself an adult? At first I thought that was something Penny would say, but upon retrospect, it actually makes sense that Arvin would say, because like he's been neglected by his parents, so it makes sense that's more like something he would say. But since we can't use any of our Pokemon, that's supposed to be a hint that you go into your Pokemon menu here, and you select your right Pokemon here, who is mysteriously somehow available at the bottom now. Like it's meant to be like a big hint, since we can't do anything for like fighting. I mean, there's no point using any items because nothing's in battle for us, and of course we can't run from this, so that was just meant to be a big, humongous hint. Just enter your Pokemon menu. Other than the fact you also get those free, funny dialogue lines from our friends here. And it's here that our ride Pokemon finally gets over their little timid nature from earlier, and they enter what's known as their battle mode. Because, of course, the legendary is going to have a freaking secondary form. Although, honestly, I preferred the whole transformation that Zacian summons into having Sword and Shield into their crown forms, compared to this whole battle mode thing. I mean, the music is awesome, but it's just, I think the Gyro Legendary's transformation was more epic. But now that we have these guys in battle, it should be noted that their types are Electric Dragon. But as you can see in their moveset, in a second here, their abilities has to activate, which sets up essentially what's Electric Terrain. But if you look at the moveset here, it's a little questionable on what you're supposed to be doing, although as a point of notice, this battle is essentially what you can call anime scripted, so there's no chance of you being able to lose this battle. Just essentially just do what you want until the anime segments essentially just take over. And much during this course of time, our friends here are going to give out words of encouragement and advice. Whereas the professor here, I don't know if they're like taunting us or something. But don't worry about your Pokemon fainting during this battle. There's no chance of that, which I wasn't aware of the first time. My HP was getting a bit low, so I started to panic a bit. But now that I know that this battle is essentially scripted, you can just do what you need to. But it's interesting to note that the HP bar for your opponent there is like the HP bars that you saw for like the Titans, the Star Leaders, Starmobile, and also like Terra Raid Mons. And don't worry about it, our HP is down in the red, but we're going to hang on to the power of friendship and plot armor. And I think we're starting to... Yep, we're going to see our friends here. Nemona first. Follow it. Yep, Arvin, they're basically down all these stat boosts. Not just yet, I think one more round of this. Let's see, Nemona's cheering for us, Penny's cheering, and Arvin I think is going to give one more shout of encouragement. Yep, there you go. I think everything should be set up now. Yep, and I think we're going to get like an Omni boost here. So yeah, definitely anime plot devices going on. And there we go. Because now we can finally terrestrialize, in which our right Pokemon is Dragon Terra, so that's going to give our Terra Blast the Dragon typing, which is super effective here because, you know, Electric Dragon is weak to Dragon, so. And because of all our stat boosts, we now move faster than our opponent here, and with how much HP they have left, this is going to one-shot them. Because I'm not sure you guys know how terrestrialization works. But first off, they're dragon typing. Electric dragon, and then Terrestrialize into dragon, and then if we were to use the dragon move, we would get boosted same type attack bonus from both the original dragon typing and plus the terror type dragon. But since we didn't have a dragon move, just the Terror Blast, which turns into a dragon move when we terrestrialize, but since it's not originally a dragon move, we don't get the extra boost, I don't think. If we would use an actual dragon move, like say Dragon Pulse, then we would get the stab boost. But I'm not sure that applies to moves whose types change depending on the situation. Like Weather Ball changes in weather, Terrain Pulse changes on terrain. Okay, for those of you who don't know about those particular moves, like Weather Ball is originally a 50 base power normal type attack, but like say if rain was up, it becomes a 100 base power water type move. Or if you're like Terrain Pulse, if you're on electric terrain, then it would become a base 100 electric type move. But anyways, through that little explanation, the AI has essentially taken control of itself from its self-preservation destruction mode, and it's going to jump into the future to shut down the time machine on that end, essentially sacrificing itself. Which I'm not sure how exactly that works, considering that like in the post-game we're going to still see paradoxes here in Area 0, so either just failed to stop the time machine, or those are just leftovers from the future or past, depending on your version. But I gotta say, Arvin, I'm not sure in these ending cutscenes here that he really discusses the fact that his folks have been dead all this time. Like he's like, I think he's rather calm and blasé about it, if that's the correct way to use that term. But all this dialogue. But long-winded dialogue segments aside, ooh, the music. And I think this is when we go into an auto-scroller for the text. It's all going to be cutscene based. Yeah, I think so. I don't have to press the A button here anymore. But anyways, guys, after this cutscene here, the credits are going to roll. And I'm gonna say the ending song, Celestia, is probably one of my favorite songs I heard from a Pokemon game. Like when I heard that one song that was done by that band Bump on Chicken for the Crown Tundra for Sword and Shield Expansion Pass DLC. I forget the name of that song. It was like it started with an AC something or other. I thought I'd like that song, but then when I heard Celestia, whew, that took over. And I think Pokemon's finally fallen like the trend that other video game franchises have done, in which they show like they play songs at the end during the end credits. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake did that with Hollow. Although they started doing that. Was it Final Fantasy 9 they started doing the theme song thing? Maybe they started in 8, but I never finished 8. So as far as I know, maybe it could have started in 9. Like Suki de Dene was Final Fantasy 10 for that ending theme. And let's see, of course, Kingdom Hearts had its own song, Simple and Clean, Sanctuary. Kingdom Hearts 3 had 2 songs, Don't Think Twice and Don't Think Twice is ending. What's the opening called again? I forgot. It's been a while. I can't think about it right now, but yeah, this is essentially going to wrap up my Pokemon Violet playthrough. I suppose I never really thought I'd be able to actually record me doing the majority of the playthrough, but heck, here I am. I did it, and anytime I did those like cuts to do things, guys, rest assured that I am solely by myself doing this stuff. No one's helping me out doing these recording sessions because, well, no one in this office setting knows anything about Pokemon, let alone I don't know they even know how to maneuver their way through by controlling Nintendo Switch, and I doubt they would help me even if I asked them. So before I started this playthrough, I essentially just went to all the beginning tutorial stuff. My cousin helped me get through the Titans, and then after that, I just got through the rest of the stuff on my own. Because for me, as long as I have the ability to just move my way around through the game, I can essentially just do everything on my own. So that's why I had them do all the Titans first, and I took care of the gyms and Team Star on my own. Even though, Team Star, what a headache. Because just going through the 30-mon challenge is frustrating, especially on dock mode. Because for some reason my eyesight just can't handle doing that stuff on a computer screen compared to handheld mode. Maybe my eyes are just used to this smaller screen or something, which, given my low vision, you'd think I would need a bigger screen, but apparently not. Although the big screen does have its advantages for other features, but for the story, not so much. Anyway, Celestia's ending its ending section because the credits are now on this particular screen, which I don't know why they did this. Frankly, I think they should have kept to maybe what they do for like Pokemon. The end credits just stick to what they usually do for like other games, like in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. They just show little snippets of you playing through the game through different parts of the story and whatnot. Or maybe, heck, maybe in like the original Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, they actually show you like the Pokemon you catch throughout your playthrough, like reverse order, ending with your starter. So that's like kind of a cool little feature they had there. They should have maybe done something similar to that. And heck, like even in those games, you can even like hold down like the B button to like speed up the player, like biking speed and whatnot. It's like actually interactive. But whereas here I decided to take all that out, and we just have to sit here and listen to the music to the credits. And now we're just listening to the root music. I think this is the South Province area music I'm hearing right now when you're riding your ride Pokemon. Which I'm actually surprised just how many different songs they use in different areas. Like when I first moved away from like Poco Path into the South Province, like I didn't even register the music had background music had changed, but the wild Pokemon battle music had definitely changed, and I thought like, oh, is it like a special encounter? Let me just catch this thing. Maybe there's something special about it. But then to turn I realized no, there's nothing special. It's just I just end up walking into a different area, so the music had just changed on me, which I learned like 5 minutes after that particular event happened. But hey, the game just came out, and I'll just like wander around experimenting, doing this and that. So yeah, I was learning as I went, and there's the thank you for the treasure hunt, or just thanking us for playing the game. And I thank you, the audience, for hanging out as long as you have, if you're still here. The day this comes out would probably be, I mean, I'm recording this on Tuesday, July 11th, 7/11, go figure. And now we're back in the academy, and I think that message said they want me to head to the director's office. Let's see here. I really wish these things were like in alphabetical order or something. And I don't see the point of having a nurse's office here. But essentially, once we're in the post game, the director essentially going to inform you about the fact that they're going to get ready to set up what's known as the ACE tournament, but to ensure that we are trained up and ready and prepared for to deal with such powerful opponents, we need to go around the region and battle all the gym leaders again, because now they're going to have their true teams fully powered up and everything. And all gym leaders are going to have like teams of 5, I believe, at this point, or maybe 6, 5 or 6, somewhere around there. Fully evolved, and high leveled, like 60 level 60 plus and all that. So essentially you need to just go around, defeat all the gym leaders again. And then once that's done, you can return to Mesa Gosa and you can participate in the Ace tournament. And once you're done, that unlocks the 6-star raids. But just by getting to the post game, we've now officially unlocked the 5-star raids. But if you want to unlock the 6 and 7 stars, after you complete the Ace tournament, that unlocks the 6 stars. And then I think you have to complete, it's like 10 6-star raids, I believe. And once you do that unlocks the 7 stars. Each in your respective game. Although the 6 stars don't have to be in your game specifically. Like, if you would just do it in your game, because every single day you only get like 1 6-star raid pop up, which is kind of slow. But you could just join other people's 6-star raids online and whatnot. And as long as you win, then you can, that just adds up to the total. Once you just complete 10 of them, then boom. Although funny enough, it can be either 6 or 7-star raids. Like for me, back when that happened, when I first got my Scarlet save file to the end of its playthrough, I was just joining a bunch of like the 7-star Charizard raids back then, and after I defeated what was essentially the 10th one, that's how I got the call from Jacques, the biology teacher, who essentially tells you about the raids popping up. Like after you complete the Ace tournament, he calls you and informs you about the 6-star raids that have appeared, and after you complete 10 of them, he then tells you about the 7-star raids, and he's gonna like chastise you. He's like, I told you they were dangerous, why did you go deal with them by yourself? But now that, oh yeah, the little message is gonna tell us about our right Pokemon over here, which if you click on him, he'll be added to your party, and he'll be added to battle mode. But like I said, you cannot put him into your box. But now that he's here, you can just look through his information as you please. And looks like I have a quirky nature for this guy. Oh, it says I met him a Pokepath. Yep, that's true. Although, does it say what date I received him on? That'd be interesting to see because, let's see. There it is. I started this playthrough last month on June 5th. And you can see his moveset, essentially the same one he had during that final battle sequence. Although I still don't understand his moveset because, just look at it. He already has Dragon Pulse in his moveset. He's a special attacker, so like, what's up with this horrendous moveset that he has during that final battle? Now we can teach him a real moveset. Although, I think most of the time most people only use the one in your party for like raids. So having Metal Sound here is definitely helpful. Actually, let me take a look at this. Let's see, you are Electric Dragon. And of course, what's this called? Electro Drive, that's his signature move. There we go. Metal Sound reduces special defense by 2 stages. Let's see if there's any other attacks I want to give him that he can learn here. Baronelic Charge. Doesn't that heal when you heal you or something? Oh yes, it does. Yeah, it is a healing move. And why not? I'll teach that. Over Power Gem. And of course, since we haven't used him for anything, he's not EV trained. But there's one more thing you can do in post-game before you do anything else. You should head to any Pokemon Center. Because once you're in the post-game, just talk to the center lady, you heal, and then once you're done, she should tell you about. Yep, I just unlocked the IV Judge function. So if I were to go into my boxes here, and you hit the plus button. Wait, what? Wait a second. Let's try this again. Oh, maybe I have to keep doing this because at the beginning of the game, when you first get to the Pokemon centers and you heal and whatnot, the nurse lady will give you a bunch of little tips and tricks here and there. And since I practically never healed them, healed at any centers during my playthrough, I pretty much skipped all these tips and tricks. So apparently I have to talk to them, heal, because you only get these tips each time you heal with them. So I need to get through all these tips and tricks first before I get the judge function unlocked, which is kind of stupid in my opinion. Don't know how many times I have to do this, but considering I have almost never healed at the center. And if you're wondering how I have never healed at the center, it's because for this particular save file, I essentially just caught that beginning Lechonk at the beginning of the game. Once I had that to my party, as soon as I had access to my boxes, I just put my starter Quaxley into the box, transferred over to another save file, trained it up over there, then transferred it back over, and then it was level 100, max IVs because hyper training, max EVs via vitamins. The moveset you see here that I have now, I just dot it with Ice Spinner via TM. Use PP ups to max out its power points. And I think that was the last one. Or maybe not. Okay, let's try this one more time. There we go. So you can see the whole hyper train thing here. Did I actually have any maxed out stats? Oh, I did. Oh, I actually had a max IV and special defense. Huh, go figure. So that required only 4 bottle caps, and then I gave it an adamant nature mint. And then here's your box art legendary. Let's see, I have best in HP, special attack, speed. Oh man, lost IVs in attack. That means if someone uses foul play on me, it's going to do quite a bit of damage. I hate when that happens. And then both special defense and defense both have just very good IVs. Nothing that can be fixed with a bottle cap. In which your Pokemon have to be at least level 50 to use bottle caps to hyper train them, and the legendary here is level 68, so we're good on that front. But yep, that's essentially just going to wrap this episode. Just wanted to inform you guys what you can do in post-game, besides just that. I could run around and collect 32 stakes in the ground to find a Ruination Pokemon, but that would take forever because I don't know where the heck all of them are, and I would probably need someone on Twitch to yell at me which direction to go to find all those things. But yeah, that's the end of my Pokemon Violet playthrough. If you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Links down in the description to my social medias, including Patreon if you want to have access to the Patreon home account, which I have living dexes for all the Pokemon games deposited in there. If you want to get your shiny charms quickly, I'm also planning to deposit a bunch of other Pokemon in there in case people want to obtain them because they don't have them, so they can breed them for themselves and whatnot, like say the other starter lines. I'm thinking about depositing the other Sword and Shield DLC Pokemon in there because some of them are exclusive to over there, so I can maybe help people get their Mark Charms or something in Sword and Shield too. But beyond that, yep, guess all I really have to say for the time being. So, guess it's Jeff Romanus signing off, everyone. Take care.